Yeah, good afternoon, viewers. Good afternoon again. Greetings from Australia. This is Sunday, 1st of September 2024. And it's Father's Day. You didn't wish me Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to all the fathers out there. You are blessed and stay blessed in Jesus' name. Okay, we have Cassandra here again, the golden voice.
Oh, well, that's my thing.
That's great. Okay, what do you have for us today, Cassandra?
I have a funny little anecdote, a funny little thing I wrote. I will start right now. It's called Apropos of Nothing in Particular. I was going to call it that, but I shortened it to Nothing in Particular. By the time everyone has typed all that out, they'd be suffering from RSI, rapidity strain injury. Now, my poem is, now, wait a minute, why don't I find my poem? Right, here we go. I was motoring down to the seaside one bright sunny afternoon when all of a sudden I heard a kaplunk, kaplunk, kaplunk. Not knowing what to expect, I crawled under the car to have a look. All unbeknownst to me, all unknowing, a steamroller. You know a steamroller, the big concrete thing that rolls along? If it goes over, you come out that high. A steamroller was coming up behind me, driven by a blind man who did not see my feet sticking out from under the car. Fortunately, I had two wooden legs, which he very conveniently converted into 3B toothpicks. You know, you trick your teeth with toothpicks, which I didn't really need because I had false teeth. After I'd recovered my equilibrium and my balance, except for a few splinters, I was good to go. Just call me stumps. You know, you cut the tree down when you got to the stump. A sudden gust of wind blew my toupee, my false hair, blew my toupee up forward in front of my eyes, that I did not see the Lamborghini, the sports car, the Lamborghini, barreling down on me at 400 miles per hour, which sent me hurtling skyward to land on a narrow 9-inch wide cliff ledge, 150 feet above the ground. That wide. Fortunately, I was wearing a paragliding outfit under my suit, as one does, and so was enabled to glide back down to earth, right into a bog of quicksand. You know the quicksand, you fall in the quicksand, you go down, and that's the end of you. Fortunately, a single tree grew next to the enveloping mire, trailing a lone liana. You know the liana, Tarzan? Oh! And by this I managed to drag myself up to safety by my teeth, which being false, came out and clung to the liana. A photo of which made into Ripley's, believe it or not, under the heading of a liana with bite. 10 feet from the quicksand, I tripped and fell head first in a long mine shaft. In the mine shaft, but my fall was broken by a large cactus at the bottom. You know the cactus with all the spikes? With 1,000 spikes. Okay, now, hang in all. Now let me see, what was the next one? Oh, this. While we're on the subject of humour, I have two more jokes. Mum always used to say she hated summer heat. You can always get warm in winter, but you can never get cool in summer. I was the opposite. You can always get cool in summer, but you can never get warm in winter. Until 16 years ago, when Sydney suffered under a 41-degree Celsius heat wave. That's about 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. I had pet mice. I had to take care of them first. They had fur coats. I had 9 little pet mice. I'd fill their water bowls with ice water from the refrigerator, and they would literally sprawl, lay on their sides with their bodies pressed up against the bowl, letting the icy cold of the water seep into their small hot bodies. I knew then that I would hate heat forever. Any cold is better than any heat. After I'd cleaned their cages out and given them new food, I would keel over in the front room on the cool wooden floor to a varnish, a lovely soft shiny varnish, for 2 hours. Fanning. That was my air conditioning. I've loathed, very strong word here, loathed. I've loathed heat ever since. And 2 years later, the heat returned. I'm back at 43 degrees Celsius, 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It took a vacation for 2 years and came back even hotter. Oh, Mum loved to sit in front of our electric fan. It oscillated. You know the oscillator, you know, like that, the fan? When she went to bed, it went with her. Now, wait a minute. I must explain here. A sauna is that room where guys sit with a towel around them and sweat off their weight. You know, they sit there with a towel. A blizzard is snow blowing a 90-kilometre per hour wind. One morning in a heat wave, she said about that fan, I went to bed in the sauna and woke up in a blizzard. And other times she said he really got blown out of bed. Every second thing she said was hilarious. I have no laughing here. And I have one more joke. Now, I used to read about our Aborigines' lifestyle before we white guys arrived in Australia. I also used to read about Native Americans on the Great Plains. Hey, it was a simple, less complicated way of life back then. You know, no high-speed car chases, according to Hollywood, no internet, no Google, no TikTok. Saah just said, no TikTok. Ah! That's, honestly, Saah, he's a TikTok tragic. All right, calm myself, take it easy. As I was saying, I liked reading about Aboriginals from several centuries back, and I came across what must be the world's oldest mother-in-law joke. A man was travelling across the wild places. With him were his wife, his 2 young children, and his mother-in-law. Now, in Aboriginal society, a man could not have anything to do with his mother-in-law. They recognised the danger even back then. He could not interact with her in any way. He could not speak to her, otherwise known as keeping peace in the tribe. This was all in the books I read. Anyway, this man and his family stopped for the night, and just to be on the safe side, he and his'n climbed up to a large flat rock, flat-topped rock, about so big to go to sleep for the night. You know, and the day was rampaging dingoes or something. In the morning, to save them on the journey, he climbed down to the ground and called up, "Just jump, I'll catch you in my arms." So his 2 little children jumped and he caught them easily. Then his wife, he caught her. Am I going out of thingy here? Then his wife, he called her. He called up his mother-in-law. "All right, your turn, trust me, I can catch you." So she took a flying jump, woo! And as she flew through the air, he suddenly remembered he's not allowed by tribal law to have anything to do with her or to touch her. And so when she was halfway down, he pulled his arms back in. I love that. As we say in English, less is more. I do not have to add a single word. I think you all get the picture. 12.9 on the Richter scale when she hit the ground. Now, Aboriginals come to Australia, in 4 waves of people. And the earliest, the first wave, was up to 180,000 years ago. There is a place in outback Australia called Lake Mungo. Through climate change, it is now a desert. But archaeologists have found middens. These are great piles of shells. They used to get the seashells, you know, the little, what do you call them, seashells? Yeah, out of the lake and eat them. And they throw the shells onto a pile. That's a midden. And it grew and grew and grew. Aboriginals are the oldest, they dated 180,000 years ago. Aboriginals are the oldest culture on the face of the earth, and Australia has them. I'm very proud of that. So that mother-in-law joke could be 180,000 years old. It could be the oldest such joke on the planet. The oldest mother-in-law joke in the universe. Heck, it might predate the Big Bang. I'm sure mother-in-laws do.
All right, thank you very much, Cassandra. Thank you for that. Woo! That was wonderful.
Okay.
I like what you did.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, subscribe, stay tuned. Catch us on the next video.
Yes.
Subscribe right now. Thank you.